Obviously, if you're listening to our podcast after the fact, we appreciate that, but know that you're able to follow along with us live. We do stream these live on our YouTube channel as well. Please follow us and subscribe there, and we would love it if you interacted with the show. Leave your comments and questions, and if they are certainly on topic and things that we can address. If you have questions coming into the season, let us know. We'll try to get to those. But I think you have to start with the quarterback. It's the most important position on the field. And you've got a guy that everybody within the team, within the building, has spoken very highly of and very confidently about in CJ Stroud. But I think there is some element of you got to go out and do it. And CJ Stroud has played very, very little as an Ohio State Buckeye so far. And so now all of those reps and all that chemistry that he's built with the first team offense, he's got to go out and show it, and he's got to be good right away because the Buckeyes open on the road in conference. Give me maybe just off the top here, what is your, on a 1 to 10 scale, how excited are you that CJ Stroud won the job, and how much do you believe he, is the kind of guy that can really take this offense to a great high level?
I would say my excitement level is actually kind of tied directly to the expectation that I had that he would win the starting job, which was in a lot of ways I felt like it maybe was a foregone conclusion in a lot of ways that he would kind of separate just simply because he was the backup a season ago, and I find it really hard sometimes to unseat some of that like very real, like tangible kind of in the room experience. So my excitement level is probably like a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. As far as what he can bring to the table, I think we've talked about it before on the podcast. The arm talent is maybe not as stark per se as we've seen from the last few Ohio State quarterbacks in that what he can do. And where he really separates kind of from everyone else's with arm talent. I don't actually think that's the case with CJ. I think it's more of the sum of all the parts. And I think that's a big reason why he's winning and won the starting job and will be out there here in a little bit less than a week. So I think in a lot of ways, it's almost a bit of an intangible thing. In addition to obviously his just remarkable quarterbacking ability, but I think the big thing for me is the fact that he doesn't get like 1 or 2 warm up games like you would see it traditionally from an Ohio State football schedule that has a kind of a random like West Coast team that plays week 1. Then you play either an in-state school or, someone a little bit more regionally familiar, but obviously not even close to on par with Ohio State week 3. And then usually that third game is a non-conference, blue blood or something along those lines. That's not the case. You got to go on the road to a conference opponent who's been trending upward for a little while. And I think it is very much a toss you out of the boat and swim scenario for CJ. So that I think if you're Ryan Day, I think in a lot of ways that is actually more of, for me, it's more of a solidifying thing, knowing that was the opponent and that was what this team had to deal with, especially with the quarterback. And they felt comfortable enough making that decision now. So I think it's almost, it's not comforting, if you will, if you're an Ohio State fan, but I think that there's obviously an unbelievable amount of confidence that they have in this guy, knowing that that's the first time he's going to get out there in real combat snaps.